Hello, dog. You look like you have a drinking problem. Go over in the grass and do it. My name is Ron Bucher, and I always say, one man's trash is another man's treasure. And I'm that one man. Testing 1, 2, 3. These are some of the things that I found, and this is just a random sample of some of the things that I found along the road. These were all along Route 81, and I spotted these one day coming home from a meeting at a bank, and the next day I pulled along the road and wrote down the mile marker so that I wouldn't forget. And then the next day I picked them up and they were all laying along the road. This got myself and Pete Waldick into a golf tournament, got us great parking because we took it off one of the Toyota vehicles. As you can see, it can easily slap on to any because it's magnetic. This is from a Pepsi machine up at Cardinal Brennan High School that was closed. Right there. This here is actually we were going to drink from here. Remember, Judy? We were going to drink from here if the Phillies won the World Series. We were going to drink booze and just get smashed. And then that's a fan. If you hit that, the fan blades start. They were throwing it out. That would have been part of a landfill somewhere in there. Here it is now. I'm chilly because of it. It's an aircraft carrier / ship and dip. You put the chips in here. Actually, there's a Dorito in there from several weeks ago. Found this in a bank because I love banks, and you'll see that tomorrow. Right there, closed for settlement. That's bank terminology for when they're going to close for settlement.
Well, it started, boy, when he retired, it really kicked in. He used to be a bank examiner supervisor, and what a career shift it was.
You find stuff that people want to throw away, and to me, it means the world.
Oh, back then it was fun. We loved him bringing the money home from the copper and stuff. It was a great time, and free stuff from the banks and the free stuff from everywhere.
These are all things, and I didn't pay a goddamn nickel for any one of these things, and I'm sitting on a fortune here.
This is a desk that was free. My dad found it for me. Got it. The chair I'm sitting on. By golly, the chair I'm sitting on is free. Floor lamps, free. Gold. That's might be gold. And that one over there, another floor lamp that's free. Oh, and the Village of Fountain Springs sign. That was also free. That's the village where I live. Right here is one of the many free signs that he takes. I'm sure when you hang out with him, you'll find a lot more of these are posted around our house.
So what does your mom think of this?
She hates it.
I really hate it. Hate it with a passion. I like to have things clean and neat and organized. I don't like a lot of junk around, and I just like things put away. And when I come home from work and there's like stuff in the driveway and stuff in the garage, sometimes I get really, really, really angry with him.
A lot of stuff I don't take home first because I know she's going to scream at me and ridicule me in front of all my friends. So what I do is I bring her right up here to my other inventory control center, and she doesn't see it. All she sees is the big fat wad of cash in my pocket. And then she's happy.
And sometimes it's very embarrassing being with him. Like when we go to the mall and he like pulls alongside of a dumpster, I kind of hide my head under the seat.
Yes, I've held his ankles a few times in the dumpsters. Getting chairs especially, that time it was a lot of ankle holding. He dives in and he's a little heavy, so it's hard on my arms. But
I jumped in the dumpster. Not jumped in. I was 3/4 of the way in, and I got a couple of chairs, a couple of nice speakers, and some things. And then I was at a golf tournament maybe 3 months later, and a guy said to me, "Hey, Ron, I think I saw you at jumping in a dumpster at Bloomsburg," and I thought, that can't be you. You wouldn't be doing that. And I said, yeah, it was. That was me. And I was a bit embarrassed, but a bit proud.
There's been times that I've been in a bank's board meeting, and all I've been doing is looking over the head of the guy I'm talking to a big dumpster outside, thinking, as soon as this damn meeting's over, I'm going in there and dig.
I'm proud enough to admit to this, and man enough to do this, and also willing to change the environment and the way we're just throwing things out recklessly, and I'm ready to use them over and turn them into something that's useful. And I felt proud. I felt like a cock at a walk.
Or when we're driving down an interstate and all of a sudden we have to stop and he's running across traffic to get something stupid. Really stupid.
When the hell are you ever at the site of a chemical fire?
Look at that. Hey Ron, what are you doing? We have a chemical fire over here. I'll be right over with my helmet. Don't worry.
I found this when I was a senior in high school, and we took it.
Have you been doing this that long?
Yes, I have. I've been doing this. No, I haven't. Yes and no. I went in when I was growing up and going through my career, I had to back off it. And now that I have a little bit more time on my hands, I'm really able to focus on it more. And plus, like aluminum back in those days was like a penny a pound. Now it's 50 cents. So now it's very lucrative.
My father-in-law, I didn't know anything from tin, from aluminum, from copper, from brass.
My dad was very proud of him because none of his sons want to continue in his legacy. His son is a doctor, his other son's a nurse, and his other son's a priest, and it really had no
All failures.
bearing in their lives.
And he'd say, "Son, there's a difference between aluminum and metal." And I'd say, "What is that, Kelly?" And he'd say, "Aluminum is not magnetic." And he gave me my first magnet. And I still have that out in the garage.
Metal, aluminum. So I have to take this apart. He told me about if you find something, you just don't take it as is. If you take it apart and separate the metal, it can be worth, it's more valuable that way. You don't have to be careful of breaking it up. You can just go 6 pounds. You're kind of $3. That's like paying $3 along the road. Would you pick it up? God damn it, you would. Well, now, you have a beer party. College kids are known to have beer parties. Right?
Right.
What do you do with the cans, Dan?
Recycle them.
Do you?
Yeah.
For money? This is a can of about 15 pounds of beer. As you can see, there's about 17 million gnats in here. So what you do is you try and close it quick and choke them to death. Yeah, let's take this up for shizzle. That's a little dirty. A little bit. What? We're taking it to a dump. Okay. And there it is. All of a sudden, with a little bit of effort, we have half a freaking truckload of stuff. Who would have thought? I have accounts all over. Like people, my friend Rick, he's a big drinker. God love him. But I get all of his cans now. Cardoffs, my neighbors. I get all their cans. They're one of my clients. They don't ask me for anything in return. They're just happy that I take the stuff from them. Where is this at? Are you sure we have permission? This could turn my day happy. This is all cast aluminum. But we'll throw it in and we'll get the whole metal price for this. Look at this. Do you guys want it for your room? Back at Allentown to sales?
That's okay.
Okay, well then we'll throw it out. We won't throw it out. Hey, let me correct myself. We're gonna turn this into cash.
You know, I think it's just genetic. It's one of them things that you don't know until it happens.
He hates it, but then he likes it. Because a couple times I've taken him, he doesn't want to admit it because he hates everything I do. But now, a couple times I've taken him and say, you help me, Mike, I'll give you half. And guess what? He likes it then.
He likes it.
Yeah, and one of the best moments of my last year was when he came home on my birthday and brought me part of a grill and gave it to me, and I thought, the legacy continues. What do I know about fire extinguishers? Not a damn thing. But I do know that they won't take them at the junkyard if they're full. That turned out weeds. It flash froze them. You want to try it?
I'd like to try it.
Come on.
I've always wanted to.
For shizzle. Whoa! That is a different kind of chemical in it. Now if we take this and we get a little bucket full, then they'll say, son of a bitch, where'd you get the brass? I'll say, none of your effing business. You didn't know we had that demonstration, did you?
Demonstration.
Yeah, that's pretty damn good.
Did he really need all that stuff? If he didn't have all that junk, he wouldn't need all of that stuff. We wouldn't need 2 sheds. We wouldn't need a church.
This used to be a church, and then it was a school first. It was built in the 1800s, and I have it fixed up pretty nice. Look at that, baby! I just brought that home 3 weeks ago with my wife Judy and my son Mike, and we had it strapped to the top of my roof of my truck. Banking is in my blood, as you can tell. I got that in Lancaster at Fulton Bank, ATM machine thing, Wayne County Bank and Trust, check cashing policy. 30 years I traveled across America as a banking regulator, trying to protect the assets of the American citizen.
And then you retired?
And I retired, and I thought, I want to do something that's a little bit different than banking. This fits the bill. This is the back of the inventory control center here. As you can see right now, I have some things here ready for the launch pad, ready to go. Okay, fellas, now we're going to turn this into cash. Do you feel it, guys? You feel it?
Feeling it.
We're within 3 miles. Just recycling in scrapyard. Here we go, fellas. Da 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 da. Oh baby, it's not even too crowded. Let's get a weight first. Yeah, there we go. 6180. Okay, now we get our lightweight, it's called. A lightweight.
60-20, okay, hon.
That's only 160 pounds. That's not much. But again, this was a demonstration. Now we're going to unload our aluminum. Smells wonderful. Candy. Can my friends have a lollipop?
27 and 30.
All right. Thank you. Yeah, all right. Thank you. 47.30. That's what I'm talking about. The fruits of our labor. I'm not an inventor. I'm not a pilot. I'm not a... I can't... I'm not going to write a book. What can I do? And I thought... I picked up a tin can and I was going to throw it away. And instead, I crushed it in my hands. And I brought it home and put it in a box. And one day I took them somewhere and the lady said, "We'll give you money for that." And I said, "Holy Christ, that's great." And that's how it started.